Chef's kiss. That's the phrase of this video. Okay, one, I'm gonna try and film this before this battery dies, but I don't know if that's gonna work. Also, I don't know what this like hair is doing. I never know what my hair is doing. Okay, let me see if the light makes this any better. Actually, I don't know if I need light. I'm gonna try it. No, I look yellow like a banana. Okay, we're going natural lighting, which is why I'm trying to film this video before the sun comes directly into this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Sarah and I've had type 1 diabetes for over 20 years. And this channel is just about living my life with diabetes. Usually I do diabetic aimed content. I don't know if that's how I want to say that, but today I'm not. I'm doing a video that I've actually really looked forward to doing. I haven't done it yet, so I'm doing it now. And it has nothing to do with diabetes, although I guess it sort of does. But without further ado, I'm gonna film a Trader Joe's haul. Also, I'd like to apologize for all the crinkling on here. I'm really trying to keep this quiet, but I know it's not, so I'm sorry if you have headphones in. Trader Joe's excites me to no end because I used to live in my ice machine is going. Before I moved to Arizona, I did not live near Trader Joe's. I lived like an hour and a half, I think, from the closest one. After I moved, they did put a Trader Joe's in, which I'm like a little upset about because I'm like, would I have moved if they put Trader Joe's in before I moved? Probably, but still. One of the reasons I was so excited to move was because I knew I would be living near Trader Joe's. So anyway, my point of making this video is if you're new to Trader Joe's like I was at one point in time, and I honestly still consider myself to be new to Trader Joe's. Like I feel like I'm always finding good stuff to eat. They are good snacks, good things that work for my blood sugar, but I just thought this would be like a little guide for some of my favorite Trader Joe's things to buy. So I have it chopped up because this is like food talk. I have it chopped up into different categories, 3 categories. I have frozen, ingredients, and snacks. So if you're like me and you live alone, maybe you eat a lot of frozen food like I do, because I find that's really hard to cook for one person without having like loads and loads of leftovers. So I do eat some frozen food, but whatever, come for me in the comments if you want. I like the frozen food. I really only get frozen food from Trader Joe's, so I don't know. So I'm gonna start with the frozen food because I have it on my counter and I don't want it to unfreeze. So to start, I'll start with one of my favorites, and I know you can get this anywhere, but chicken pot stickers are my favorite. I put these in the Instant Pot on like pressure cook for like 7 minutes with a cup of water. They're so easy to make. You can also just steam them. Super easy, quick dinner. And then I usually make frozen cauliflower rice, which is on my list of things that I love, but I don't physically have it. But I love eating this with frozen cauliflower rice. It's like a healthy little Asian dish. Okay, so frozen pot stickers, number 1. Number 2, we're gonna keep going with the Asian theme here. And this is like, when I ate this for the first time, I just about lost my mind. I was like, whoa. It was crazy. It was the craziest experience of my whole life. And every time I eat this, I have the same experience. The Mandarin orange chicken is literally out of this world. It is so good. It tastes just like the chicken that I personally used to get from the mall food court where I grew up. They had this great orange chicken. I would get it every time I went shopping. Sometimes I would go to the mall just to get it, even though the mall was like 45 minutes from where I live. It's incredible. Highly recommend. This might kind of like F up your blood sugars, but it's so worth it. It's like not even funny. Also love eating that with frozen fried cauliflower rice. And I love those frozen ones because you could just pop them in the microwave, heat them up. They're real easy, but I know that can be like controversial, heating things up in the microwave and that are like frozen because of like microplastics. I don't know. To keep going down the list, I have I have one more like main food item of frozen, then the rest I have are like sides. So let me do my main item next. This pizza, burrata, prosciutto, and arugula flatbread. It's flatbread, I guess, not pizza. Is so good. I make this. I cut it in half, eat one half for dinner, eat the next for lunch the next day, which I'm gonna maybe like cross talk about topics here, but then I put the balsamic glaze on top of it. I don't know if this is like focusing. This glaze drizzled on top of this flatbread is out of this world. I have no other like words to describe it other than out of this world. And my blood sugar never really spikes too much for this. I usually take like 50 carbs for it. It's 30 for one slice, and then it says there's like 3 servings, so there's like 90 in each in the whole thing. So when I eat half, I take about like 50 carbs, and that seems to cover it. And then yeah, the balsamic glaze is just like, ooh, chef's kiss. All right, my battery's still doing good. I'm really trying to cram this in before that ends, but I don't know if I'll be able to, so we'll see. Okay, moving on down the frozen list so I can put all my frozen food back in my freezer, and the rest of these are gonna be sides. The first thing I would say for sides is the gnocchi, and they have a bunch of really good gnocchi. They have cauliflower, kale. I have the kale right here. The kale is my favorite. Kale, they have sweet potato, and they have like a couple others that I haven't had, but my all-time favorite is the kale, and I always just like fry it in a little bit of butter in the pan, put some seasoning on it. Again, I'm gonna cross talk about seasoning, but Green Goddess seasoning is so good. Put that on it with like a little butter, fried in a pan. Chef's kiss. That's the phrase of this video. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss and out of this world. Kale gnocchi, a great side. Also pretty good for my blood sugars. It has 80 carbs total, and I usually eat, again, like half of it, so 40 carbs for this. And yeah, it just tastes like really, really great. And you can also like air fry it. You can do a lot with this. I always pan fry it though. I love putting this next item when I have burgers because I feel like I'm giving myself like the restaurant experience at my house. Sweet potato fries. And there's not instructions on the back of this for air frying this, but stick this in the air fryer for like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, and they are great, crispy. They have a really good consistency to them, which sounds weird, but like when you're heating up frozen fries, I feel like sometimes they can get kind of gross, but these are good. And again, good for the sugars. These are a little better than regular potatoes, but they're great. Love them. And again, I love frozen food where I can just like dump it in. I don't have to like cut up a sweet potato. Even though there is something nice about that, but frozen sweet potato fries from Trader Joe's. Okay, moving on. So my next thing is, I don't even know what this is called, organic rainbow cauliflower. This is really great. Again, you just stick it in the microwave. I will eat this with like, I don't know, chicken or something, just as like a nice healthy side. It's healthy because it has like all the rainbow colors in it, and it's cauliflower, and this has like no carbs in it. As 4 grams of carbs for 1 cup, and there's 5. So there's 20 carbs in this entire bag, and like, again, eat half the bag for dinner, save the rest for lunch the next day. Super duper great. And I will try and list all of these below in the comments, but I can't make any promises, so. My last thing in the frozen section here is, and I'm gonna butcher this, Fiocchetti, cheese-filled Fiocchetti with pink sauce. Love this. It's so good. Again, another thing that you just pop in the microwave, heat it up, and it's like good to go. There is more carbs in this. There's 3 servings, and for 1 cup of, the serving size is 1 cup. There's 3 cups in a bag, 26 carbs, so there's like 75, a little more than 75 total in here, so a little carb heavy, but very tasty, very good. Really love the flavor of this. It's like an Italian dinner. I don't know. Okay, please hold. I'm gonna put all this stuff back in my freezer before I move on to my next segment, which will be the ingredients / condiments. I have one more thing to add to the frozen section of my video that I don't physically have, but their shrimp burgers are really, really good. You get like 4 in a pack. They're pretty cheap, super good, very low carb, very healthy. I just fry those up in the pan, and then I don't even eat them with a bun. You just eat them with like some good dipping sauce, and they are chef's kiss. So good. My next segment is condiments. So I have 4 in front of me, 2 of which you've already seen. The glaze, balsamic glaze, love this. I actually saw this on Cup of OJ, Ariana Freyer. I think I'm saying her last name right, Ariana? If I'm not, I'm really sorry. I saw this on her channel and I was like, ooh, I gotta get that. Like, that looks really good. And she steered me in the right direction. I'm really glad I got this because it is so good on that pizza and honestly on like a bunch of other stuff. And the other thing you already saw was the Green Goddess. Now, I'm about to say something controversial. So, first of all, when I first saw Green Goddess, I thought like, oh, do I put this in my smoothies? Like, what do I do with this? And then I read the back of it and it's like minced onion, salt, granulated garlic, chives, green onion, lemon powder, black pepper. It's like very not for your smoothie, but more like a dinner thing. I don't know if this is making any sense. My controversial thing that I'm about to say is this is so good in egg salad, and I love egg salad. That's my controversial opinion, is egg salad is like my favorite, one of my favorite things. I know some people think it's disgusting, but I love it, and the Green Goddess seasoning on top of it is just like, oh, it's so good. So good. The two condiments that I haven't shown, one is the Truffle Aioli, which I think this is a newer thing at Trader Joe's, but I actually made cheeseburgers last night for dinner, and then I toasted some brioche buns, and I just like put some of this on the bun, and it was like, oh, it was so good. So definitely recommend Truffle Aioli. Like, I'm gonna buy like 100 more jars of this. The other thing that I like, and this is also on the topic of burgers, is Incredi Sauce. So I have the Magnifi sauce, but I really prefer the Incredi sauce with burgers and like chicken compared to the Magnifi sauce. So I'm not totally sure what the difference is. This is a sweet, tangy, smoky flavored dipping sauce, and this is a tangy sauce of secret proportions. So I really love this. It's like one of my faves. And of course it's not focusing, but super good. Pretty low in carbs. I mean, it's got 9 carbs for 2 tablespoons, but you honestly don't need a lot of this to have it go the whole way. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay. I will say I love truffle. Obviously you heard what I was saying about this, but I tried the truffle barbecue sauce, and it was disgusting. It was like really bad. Like it just wasn't the right consistency. I poured it out and it was like jam. I don't even know. It was disgusting. I would not recommend that, but maybe someone else has had better luck with that. If you have, let me know in the comments, because like, ugh, I will not be buying that again. Moving on to my favorite part of life, honestly, is the snacks. So this is a longer video than I thought it was gonna be, I just wanna say, and I feel like I don't even have that much like stuff in here. I have my favorite snacks over here. I'll go first by low snacks. So the Scandinavian Swimmers at Trader Joe's are my favorite for when I'm low because of, I sound like such a nut. I mean, like more than I normally do. The consistency of these gummies are really good. They're like chewy, they dissolve quickly, and they don't kind of like stick around in your teeth. Love these, love the sour ones, which I think I have in my pantry. I have the sour ones and the regular ones. These I use like in the middle of the night because eating sour candy in the middle of the night is like, really wakes you up. So the Scandinavian Swimmers, I love those for my lows, and it's all because the consistency of the gummy is just like really good. They dissolve quickly, they don't really stick in your teeth. They're just great, and they taste good. The other thing that I ate all of today because I was low is dried mango, but that's not what it's called. It's called like sweet and juicy mango. Hold on, this is gross, but let me get the bag from the trash can. This is also gross because I put other trash in it. It's just ketchup though. But the dried fruit, soft and juicy mango, it's honestly is like, it's almost like mango jerky. I don't even know. It's so good though. It's great for lows. I wish they sold it in a bigger pack because I would definitely buy it. Okay, moving on to my last 3 items that are not for when I'm low, but are just for when I'm feeling munchy, because oftentimes I am, because I love food. First of all, the banana chips. They are, okay, my email is going off like crazy. These are so good. They're a little hard on your teeth, so if you have soft teeth, maybe I wouldn't recommend these, but this big giant bag is like $3, and I love these because I feel like I can just like mindlessly chew them and I'm like eating bananas. I'm not eating potato chips. Like, I don't know, I feel like they're a little healthier for you, but these are some of my favorites. There's 27 carbs for 18 pieces, which is like a lot, or is like good. Oh no, my battery's dying and I'm almost done. Okay, I have to change this battery, hold on. New battery. I don't know why I didn't just like change this battery at the beginning of this video when I saw that it was like really low, but I didn't. YouTuber mistake. Anyway, what I was saying is banana chips, a big bag is like $3 at Trader Joe's. It has pretty good, like for 27 or for 18 pieces, 27 carbs, it's like really not that bad. So love these. Now, the next two things, my last two items are not the healthiest, but they just taste so good. The first one, which I love and I haven't seen these anywhere except for Trader Joe's, is World's Puffiest Sour Cream and Onion Corn Puffs. These, my friends, are like, I could eat a whole bag. And this bag is huge. Look at my head. It's massive. It's like 2 of my brains. This is super great. They have the regular flavor too, like white cheddar, I think it is, but sour cream and onion is just like chef's kiss. So good. And this also is good carb-wise. There's 20 carbs for like 70 puffs. That's what this says. I'm having all the YouTube problems today. My memory card ran out of space. As I was saying, my battery runs out and my memory card runs out. I should really clean my memory card up and charge my batteries. Note to self. Yeah, I guess these are for 70 puffs, 20 carbs for 68 pops. But it says there's 7 servings in a container. These are just really good. And I think they're like not that bad for your blood sugar. They don't affect my blood sugar that much, which is great. My last thing, and one of my favorite things, and when I first saw this, I was like, ugh, that looks gross. I was really judgy. Extra virgin organic popcorn. I don't know why, I just feel like I stuttered a little bit. This stuff is so good. It almost tastes like movie theater butter popcorn, but it's not. It's extra virgin olive oil. And I honestly should try and pop in my own popcorn with that, but I haven't yet, because I just keep buying this because this is just like really, really tasty. It tastes great. Again, really good for the blood sugars. For 3.5 cups, which is a lot, it's 17 carbs. So great, love it. Definitely recommend this. I've tried some of the other popcorns at Trader Joe's and I don't love them. This is definitely the one that I keep going back for. That's it for this video. I went through most of my fave Trader Joe's things after a couple months of living here and after like trying a bunch of things. I should do a video like after I've lived here for a year to see what new things I've tried. Or I know Trader Joe's is always like coming out with 1 seasonal items and 2 just like new items. So that's super exciting. Yeah, I just love Trader Joe's. Like, I'm so glad I live like 5 minutes from one. And I'm so bad that they put one in close to where I used to live. But that did make it more exciting when I was moving here, because I was like, I know that Trader Joe's will be there. So like, yes. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you shop at Trader Joe's, please let me know what your favorite item is. And maybe if you've tried any of the ones that I have talked about in this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And don't forget to click the notification bell and make sure you're subscribed. I upload every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Time. I think that's it. I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.